live in the prehistoric time period because dinosaurs.
Well, I would like to live in a time period a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, but it would like to be, to me, a much simpler time period. Less
So how
restrictions,
simple?
less involvement, less government, less people, more focused on helping others and just living a simple life.
So like the 50s.
Oh, even further back than that.
Even further back than
less
that.
Technology.
Less
No
technology.
technology.
The 1900s?
No
I'm
technology.
thinking 1700s. You know, where you
Ah,
had to keep
colonial
your house.
time.
Live in America before electricity. I don't know what year that would be.
Probably around the
1800s?
Mhm.
Yeah. I think it would be interesting to see what life would be like without all of our technology that we have today.
Just whatever period where painting was like a thing.
So like the 1600s?
Yeah, like where people made money off of painting and
I would have to go with the 40s. And the reason being is that it was the time of such free spiritedness and dance and music and elegance and grace, and it was a time of people were separated into two totally different classes, meaning rich and poor. And so and it was totally too extreme.
I would do the 90s because that was when I was a little girl and nothing matters when you're a kid, so like nothing to worry about, like you don't have to like try and fit in.
I would pick the 1920s because they were composed, I guess you could say. They were very composed. They were more social than today because, you know, there weren't like phones. But the thing about the 20s is it was cool because that was when technology started to take off with like the telephone, and then like the cars started coming out.
I think we're gonna have a lot of people who can fly.
People who can
People
fly?
who can fly.
Okay.
Like they can fly from their feet?
Yeah, no, their wings.
Oh,
Duh.
didn't know we could grow wings.
It's going now. I don't know. I think that in 100 years we hopefully could learn from what we're doing today and what we've done in the past and do things better. I'm sure there'll be much cooler gadgets and technology that we can play with and have.
It's kind of hard to imagine what technology will go from here.
with everything going on right now, it doesn't look so good, but I don't know, I have some faith in us. You know, hopefully everybody can just live under like the fact that we're just Earth and that's all we are. Not all this, the United Kingdom, United States, like Canada, like all separated. Because
Chaos.
Chaos.
Yes, absolute
Define
chaos.
your chaos.
And so when I think of chaos, I think that communication will be null to none, meaning verbal communication. No one will be talking on phones. No one will have human interaction. It'll probably, if the closest thing to human interaction would be FaceTime, and that comes with everything.
So you don't think that kids are gonna go to school anymore?
I think there's a possibility that kids will not go to school. It'd be like FaceTime school. That's how classes are taught now. So why wouldn't it be taught later that way?
Do you think it'll be like WALL-E?
I think WALL-E is actually a pretty close resemblance.
No one's gonna need to like talk to anyone to be able to communicate. You wouldn't even like have to like leave your house to like go hang out with someone. Like they're gonna like invent like all this stuff where like you can just like be completely alone, but you can still feel like you have like people around. I don't know. I feel like it's really weird.
So like aliens?
Yeah, no, just like like robots or something. Like I don't know.
The future will either be awesome or we'll all be dead. So
That is true. That is true.
we're either gonna have like there's never gonna be full out equality and justice because let's be real. But there'll be more, hopefully. There'll be a lot more technological advances and medical advances. And then either that or the world's just gonna like blow up in the next 50 years and we're all gonna be dead. So.
we could be dead.
Jenna.
I think people are the same. I think that's nothing. I think that's something that doesn't change. People's heart and soul have always been the same. People will love, people will hate, people will fight, and work together, and that should never change.
We'll rely on technology even more than today. Technology will advance further. I can see good things in the future.
love itself doesn't change, but you know, hopefully it only grows larger. But like the way people love each other doesn't change.
I can't see the fashion changing drastically.
We're not all gonna look like Lady Gaga.
No, I think that's a fad. I can't imagine people wearing less. I think as you look through time periods where people had to wear it to the collars and to the wrists, and that slowly has gone away. I think that where we're at right now, I can't see that getting much more different.
We're no
Electronics will-
teenage girls then.
Yeah.
Stupidity is going to be the same.
true.
Common
It's gonna be
sense's level will either decrease or stay the same.
In 100 years, like what would be the same?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
You think I'm gonna be completely different? In what way?
I can't say that on film.
Completely different government, we may have a completely different lifestyle might change.
New technology. There'll be new inventions that people haven't heard of before. A lot of new things to look for.
Hopefully the roads everywhere, instead of like this asphalt thing that we keep having to repair every year, we can just do, I don't know if you've seen like the solar roadways, they're just solar panels on the road. Made out of recycled glass, they're really easy to repair, it'll bring all these new jobs, it'll make driving way safer.
You'll have a much greater variety of politicians, and I think they'll come to a certain time, a poor president. Or I wouldn't say poor, but an average president, the average person that's in office, opposed to everyone that's in office is a millionaire.
Everything. I feel like we're gonna have more diseases.